my name is Norma, your personal health educator. Today, I'll be teaching you how to calculate the number of teaspoons of added sugar in beverages. You will also learn about the maximum recommended daily amount of added sugar for the average American and healthy drinks as part of my plate food groups. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to convert grams of sugar to teaspoons of sugar using the golden equation, calculate the number of teaspoons of sugar in a beverage in 3 steps, state the maximum recommended daily amount of added sugars for the average American, and use cup size as a guide with healthy beverages to count toward the recommended servings of my plate food groups. I have 2 handouts for you to use during this class. You can find them in the link in the description. Take a moment to pause the video and open the handouts so you can follow along. Ready? Let's begin. If you're on a journey to learn how to live a healthy eating lifestyle like I am, you may find yourself aiming to choose the healthiest drinks. As I share in the 4 tips to rethink your drink video, what we drink is as important as what we eat. One way to give your body the best from your drinks is by choosing drinks with little to no added sugars. Added sugars are sugars or any type of sweetener that is added to your drinks or your foods during their processing. Let me give you an example. This is a brownie that I got from the store. It is sweet. What makes it sweet? It's all the added sugar that was added to the mix. The same happens with your drinks when you add chocolate to your milk, sugar to your coffee, or honey to your tea. All of these are examples of added sugars to your beverages. You will find added sugars in drinks like sodas, sweetened tea, sport drinks, energy drinks, prepared coffees, and many others. To make sure you can choose whether or not to have a beverage, first you need to make sure how much sugar is in them. Why should you care about how much added sugar is in your drinks? Because when you drink sugary beverages like soda, sweet tea, sport drinks, or energy drinks, you're consuming drinks that give you energy from the sugars in them, but little to no nutrients like vitamins, minerals, or fiber. Added sugars are just that. Sugars that have been added to your drinks, and the only thing they add is more calories to your diet. How do you know how much sugar is in your drinks? There is a guide on beverages called the nutrition label. Reading the nutrition label can help you make healthy beverage choices. Personally, I used to feel overwhelmed by just looking at the nutrition label and trying to understand it, especially because the sugar information is given in grams, and I have no idea how a gram looks like. What about you? Is it easy for you to visualize what a gram of sugar looks like? Let me know in the comment section. I have good news for you. I discovered that reading the nutrition label was easier than I thought. I will teach you step by step how to read it to find how much sugar is really in your drinks. Because grams of sugars may be difficult to imagine, I am going to teach you how to calculate the number of teaspoons of sugar in beverages so you can make more informed choices. To practice how to convert grams of sugar to teaspoons of sugar, I am going to show you how many teaspoons of sugars there are in these popular drinks: soda, energy drink, sweetened tea, sport drinks, and water. You can use this method whenever you're converting the amount of sugar in grams to teaspoons. But first, I want to introduce you to the golden equation you will use whenever you are converting the amount of sugar in grams to teaspoons. The golden equation is that 4 grams of sugar are equal to 1 teaspoon. Once you know this equation, you just need to follow the 3 steps to find out how much sugar in teaspoons is in your drinks. Today, I'll be teaching you how to calculate the number of teaspoons of sugar using this 24-ounce bottle of soda. Ready? Follow me. Are you ready to calculate the number of teaspoons of sugar in this beverage? On the board, I will be showing you the steps, and I will be using this drawing to represent my 24-ounce bottle of soda. Step 1 is to locate the grams of sugar in the nutrition label. The nutrition label for this soda indicates next to the words total sugars that it has 38 grams of sugar. Now, keep in mind that a nutrition label only gives you the information for one serving, not the whole container. I don't know what 38 grams of sugar look like. I understand better if I knew how many teaspoons of sugar are in 38 grams. So to convert grams of sugar to teaspoons of sugar, let's move to step 2. Step 2 is to divide the grams of sugar by 4. When you divide by 4, you're using the golden equation. Remember, you divide by 4 because there are 4 grams of sugar in 1 teaspoon. Let's divide 38 grams by 4. 38 grams divided by 4 is equal to 9.5. That means that for every portion of this 24-ounce bottle of soda, there are 9.5 teaspoons of sugar. Now, is this the total amount of sugar for the whole container? What do you think? Let's move to step 3. Step 3 is to add the number of teaspoons in each serving of your drink. If you watch the 4 tips to rethink your drink video, you remember that multiplication was used to find the total number of teaspoons of sugar for the whole container. Today, I want to show you that you can also find the total number of teaspoons of sugar in a drink using addition. To know if you have found the total number of teaspoons of sugar in your drink, you have to know how many servings there are in your drink. The label of this soda indicates that it has 2 servings. So I'm going to draw a line divided my bottle in 2. Each half represents 1 serving of this soda. In step 2, I found that 1 serving of this soda has 9.5 teaspoons of sugar. Now, I know that this soda has 2 servings. That means the other serving has also 9.5 teaspoons of sugar. We're almost there. Now, let's add each of our servings together. 9.5 plus 9.5 is equal to 19. That means that this 24-ounce bottle of soda has 19 teaspoons of sugar. We found the total amount of teaspoons of sugar for the whole container. If you prefer the multiplication method, this is another option. You can pull out a calculator and multiply 9.5 times 2, and the answer will be 19. This is the amount of sugar we put in our bodies when we have this type of drinks. 19 teaspoons of sugar. But what if you have 2 of these drinks in a day? That will be 38 teaspoons of sugar. But is this a lot? How do we know? Did you know that the recommended daily maximum amount of added sugar for the average American is 12.5 teaspoons of sugar? If you drink only 1 soda like this, you have already exceeded the maximum of added sugar recommended in 1 day. It is also likely that there are other foods and drinks that have added sugars that you already drink regularly. For example, I like my coffee with sugar and my tea with honey. Now, considering that if I drink one soda, I will be exceeding the maximum recommended daily amount of sugar for one day, now I will rethink this drink. Would you like to practice finding the number of teaspoons of sugar in beverages some more? You can use the handout from grams to teaspoons provided in the link. I also provided you with a nutrition label of sweetened tea, sport drink, energy drink, and a bottle of water for your math practice. Or you can do it using the nutrition label in your favorite drink. Just follow the steps in the handout from grams to teaspoons. I invite you to pause the video to calculate the teaspoons in these drinks on your own and compare your answers with the ones that I provide you next. Have you already done your calculations? Ready? Let's check if you got the same answers. This is how many teaspoons of sugar each of these drinks has in the whole container. We just found that this 24-ounce bottle of soda has 19 teaspoons of sugar. This 20-ounce bottle of sweetened tea has 14 teaspoons of sugar. This 16-ounce energy drink has 15 teaspoons of sugar. This 20-ounce sport drink has 9 teaspoons of sugar. And this bottle of water has 0 teaspoons of sugar. What do you think? Are you surprised? Let me know in the comment section. You may be thinking, what about healthy drinks like low-fat milk, milk substitutes, 100% fruit juices, 100% vegetable juices, 100% fruit smoothies? Do they have added sugars in them too? What do you think? The answer is no. These drinks don't have added sugars. These drinks have natural sugars. Unlike drinks that have added sugars, these drinks provide you with vitamins and minerals that your body needs to function well and stay healthy. You may ask, should I worry about the sugar in these drinks and be calculating the number of teaspoons of sugars in them? The answer is no. In this case, the only thing you have to keep in mind is portion size. This is easy. A portion of 100% vegetable juice, fruit juice, vegetable smoothie, fruit smoothie, milk, and milk substitutes is 8 ounces. It is good to have a standard 8-ounce cup like this handy. When you pour your drinks in this 8-ounce cup, you will be sure that every time you have 8 ounces of 100% vegetable juice, you're getting 1 cup of vegetables for the day, which belongs to the vegetable food group. With 8 ounces of 100% fruit juice, this counts as 1 cup of fruit from the fruit food group. And if you drink 8 ounces of milk, this will count as 1 cup of the dairy food group. Now, if you drink 1 soda, what food group do you think it belongs to? Let me know in the comment section. Now, let's see what my plate has to tell us about what type of food soda is. Let's see. Is soda a vegetable? Soda and vegetables have nothing in common, so soda does not belong to the vegetables food group. Is soda a fruit? No. Although some sodas do have fruit flavor like orange and grape, it's only a flavor and not 100% fruit juice. So, is soda a fruit? No, it is definitely not in the fruit food group. Is soda a type of grain? No, soda is not a grain, and there is no place for sodas in the grains food group. Is soda a type of protein? No. Soda and protein have nothing in common, so soda does not belong to the protein food group. But what about dairy? Do soda and dairy have something in common? There is no calcium in soda, so there is no place in the dairy food group for sodas. Soda does not belong to any of the food groups. Then, what type of food is soda? Soda and drinks like sweetened teas, energy drinks, sport drinks, prepared coffees, and many other drinks are what I call sometimes foods. These are foods that we aim to enjoy sometimes because they give us energy in the form of calories, but they give us little or no nutrients. Drinks with added sugars often taste good, which is why we can enjoy them sometimes. But they do little to provide to our bodies with the energy we need to think, grow, and age well. If we drink them often and in amounts higher than the daily recommended maximum of 12.5 teaspoons a day per beverage, they can also lead to many health problems like diabetes and cavities. If you want more information about food groups and portions, you can visit myplate.gov, or you can check out our video, Building a Healthy Plate. Now you know the 3 steps to convert grams of sugar to teaspoons of sugar. You also know the limits of added sugar for an average American, and how much of your 100% vegetable or fruit juice and milk count as a cup of vegetable, fruit, and dairy as part of my plate food groups. Remember, practice makes perfect. I invite you to practice how to calculate the teaspoons of sugar in your drinks. Choose drinks that provide you with nutrients, good energy, and hydration. Do you want a naturally sugar-free, calorie-free, preservatives, sodium, and any other added nonsense-free drink? Drink water. Remember, most of our body content is water. Keep yourself hydrated. I am sure that in no time you will be an expert in identifying the teaspoons of added sugar in your drinks. Now it's time to review. I am going to ask you some questions. Ready? Question number 1. Can you tell me the golden equation to convert grams of sugars to teaspoons of sugar? The answer is 4 grams of sugar are equal to 1 teaspoon. Question number 2. Do you remember the 3 steps to convert grams to teaspoons of sugar? Here's the answer. Step 1. Find the grams of sugar. Step 2. Divide the sugars by 4 to convert grams to teaspoons. And step 3. Add the number of teaspoons in each serving of your drink. Question number 3. Do you remember what the maximum daily recommended amount of teaspoons of added sugar for an average American are? The answer is 12.5 teaspoons of added sugars. Question number 4. What size of cup would you use for 100% fruit juice if you wanted to get 1 cup serving from my plate fruit food group? The answer is an 8-ounce cup. 8 ounces of 100% vegetable or fruit juice or smoothie counts as 1 cup of vegetables or fruits, and 8 ounces of low-fat milk or milk substitutes count as 1 cup of dairy. Question number 5. Which drink in our samples had 0 added sugars? The answer is water. Now that you know how to calculate the teaspoons of added sugar in beverages, it will be easier for you to choose healthy drinks. Practice, practice, practice. I invite you to use the handout from grams to teaspoons to help you calculate the teaspoons of sugars in your beverages. Every time you rethink your drink, you're making a small change that counts. Keep up the good work. Thank you for watching and taking actions toward making healthy beverage choices. I have enjoyed being your personal health educator. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to share what you learned about calculating the teaspoons of added sugar in drinks and making better beverage choices with your family and friends. If you would like to learn more about how to read labels and get more ideas for healthy and delicious drink, check out the other videos in this series. Don't forget to click subscribe and follow us at PS Buena Cocina on Facebook and Instagram for more great nutrition and recipe tips. If you haven't already, click the bell to get notified when we post more videos. Until next time, stay healthy.